In this session, we will be talking how we can upgrade your domain controller to Server 2016. As our current domain controller, we will be using Server 2012 R2 Standard Edition server. Log into the server using local administrator credentials. Make sure you can ping to your current domain controller and you have configured your IP setting correctly. Especially primary DNS IP pointing to the current domain controller, if not you will get an error saying domain cannot be found. Add your server to the domain, go to this PC, right-click it and select Properties. Select Change Settings from Computer Name, Domain and Workgroup Settings. Select Change from to rename this computer or change its domain or workgroup. Click Change. Give your computer name, select the option Domain and type your domain and click OK. You will get a Windows security pop-up requesting your domain admin credentials. Provide them and click OK. Once the server is added to the domain, restart the server. Log in to the local administrator account. Open Server Manager from Start menu. Go to Manage and select Add Roles and Features option. Select Next. Select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation. Select Next. Use option. Select a server from the server pool and select your server. Select Next. Select Active Directory Domain Services option from the list. Select Add Features. Select DNS Server option. Select Add Features. Since we are not installing any features in this stage, press Next. Since we are not using Azure Active Directory, we will be skipping this by pressing Next. Select Next on DNS page. Press Install on the confirmation page. This will start to install Active Directory in your server. Once the installation is finished, you can promote the server to a domain controller by selecting Promote this server to a domain controller option from the same menu, or by clicking the notification flag and selecting Promote this server to a domain controller option. In our previous video, we talked about how to add a new forest and configure your domain. For this video we will be selection option 1, which is add a domain controller to an existing domain, since we have already configured our forest and domain. Type your domain in the domain section and change current user to domain administrator by clicking the change button. Select Next. Here you have to select options for DNS, Global Catalog Server and Read-Only Domain Controller. If you watched our previous video, Read-Only Domain Controller option was disabled. It's because on that time that server was only the available domain controller on the network. We will talk about Read-Only Domain Controller in later stages. Keep other options same as it is. Type your DSRM password. Select Next. Select Next from DNS Options page. In this page you can specify install media if it's required, which is we are not using. Select the domain controller form replicate from menu. Since we have only one domain controller in our network, we will be using any domain controller options. Select Next. Here you have the option to change the locations of ADS database, log files and sysval. We will be keeping its default since we have only one partition is installed. Select Next. Select Next Preparation Options page. Review your settings and press Next. Once prerequisites are verified, select Install. Once the installation is completed, server will automatically restart. Log into the server by entering domain administrator credentials. Server is promoted to a domain controller, but this server is not the primary domain controller. To change your primary domain controller from your old server to new server, you have to migrate flexible single master operation FSMO roles or OperationMaster roles to server 2016 server. I have put a link in the description to learn more about OperationMasters. To change the FSMO roles, first we have to verify what are the current FSMO roles and its owner. Open PowerShell as an administrator and type netdom query FSMO. You can see all the FSMO roles are currently at our server 2012 R2 domain controller. To migrate those to new server type, move AD directory server OperationMasterRole identity SVO2 OperationMasterRole 0,1, 2, 3, 4. SVO2 should be your server name. Type Y for all the options and press enter. You can verify your configuration settings by typing get AD domain and get AD forest commands. Please refer the description for all the commands and list of options. Now you have successfully changed your primary domain controller to server 2016. Thanks for watching our video. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe our channel for more videos.